Test.
That's fast. She's like, oh, yeah. She's about a minute. Yeah. Okay.
It's 7:30. We'll call this meeting of the Jamestown City Council Monday, October 28th voting session to order. The clerk, please call the roll.
Councilmember Sheldon?
Here.
Brackman? Paternity?
Here.
Reynolds?
Present.
Faulkner?
Here.
Bonfiglio?
Here.
DeVersa?
Here.
Russell?
Here.
And President Dawes.
Here. Thank you. At this time, we would ask you to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing for the invocation, which will be delivered tonight by the Reverend Dr. William Blair from New Creation Assembly of God.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice.
Please pray with me. Our Heavenly Father, once again into your hands we commit our city and its citizens. It's to you we give praise and thanks for all things. Indeed, our world is in great disarray and people are anxious about all of the tomorrows that affect us. Before us is our national election. I ask that you give us wisdom and your choice for our country. Give us the president that we need. Bring peace to the Middle East and Eurasia. And now as we approach in our city our holiday season, there are many concerns that we bring before you. The needs of our people, our community celebrations, the Christmas parade, the a cappella choir performances, the annual Nutcracker musical and youth ballet, and many festivities at our schools. May these community gatherings and the many special events in our local churches be an enriching source of delight and spiritual warmth for our people. Lord God, give us peace in our city and prosperity for our people. And as city leaders make plans for our welfare and move forward in the business of the evening, let your good hand be upon us. Give these our leaders wisdom and grace to make the decisions necessary for us to rise above circumstances and the challenges set against us. Cause us to be of one mind and heart as we seek the welfare of Jamestown and its citizens. We thank you for all that you have seen us through, for your protection over our schools and our children, our police officers, firefighters, and public utility workers. Cause our city to rejoice in your light, and may your blessing be upon us tonight. We thank you for your divine care as we enjoy hope, love, peace, and joy in this your city. Amen.
Amen. Thank you. Do I have approval of the minutes of the September 30th, 2024 voting session?
So moved.
So moved.
As presented.
Do you have any messages from the mayor?
We do. Dear council members, in October 2024, the city of Jamestown welcomed one new employee to its ranks. Aaron Calero joined the Department of Public Works. Additionally, we bid farewell to a dedicated city of Jamestown Police Department employee who retired from his position and duties, Detective Kyle Sorensen. I kindly request that we acknowledge and extend a warm welcome to our new hire, while also celebrating and commending a retiree for his exemplary service to the city of Jamestown and its constituents during the upcoming October 28th, 2024 City Council meeting. Very truly yours, Kimberly A. Heckler.
Thank you.
We have two appointments this evening. In pursuance of the authority vested in me by the Charter of said city, I do hereby nominate Sarah Gilbert, 87 East Virginia Boulevard, to be appointed as a member of the Planning Commission in and for the city of Jamestown, New York. Term will expire December 31st, 2028. And Patrick Smeraldo to be appointed a member of the Parks, Recreation, and Conservation Commission in and for the city of Jamestown, New York. This term will also expire December 31st, 2028. Signed, Kimberly Hayden.
Thank you. Do I have a motion to suspend the rules and vote on the appointments this evening?
So moved.
So moved by Councilman Sheldon, second by Councilman Patagony. Clerk, please poll the council on the suspension of rules.
Councilmember Sheldon?
Aye.
Patterson?
Aye.
Reynolds?
Yes.
Faulkner?
Aye.
Bonfiglio?
Aye.
DeVersa?
Aye.
Russell?
Aye.
And President Bowles.
Aye. Do I have a motion to approve the appointment? So moved by Councilman Faulkner, second
Second.
by Councilman Sheldon. The clerk, please poll the council on the approval of the appointments.
Councilmember Sheldon?
Aye.
Patterson?
Aye.
Reynolds?
Yes.
Faulkner?
Aye.
Bonfiglio?
Aye.
DeVersa?
Aye.
Russell?
Aye.
President Bowles.
Aye.
One more. Dear City Council members, in accordance with the provisions of Section 2420 in parentheses 4 of the Municipal Home Rule Law of the State of New York, and in my capacity as Chief Executive Officer of the City of Jamestown, and in response to a request made by members of the Jamestown City Council, I hereby certify that there is a necessity for immediate passage of Local Law Number 2 of 2024, entitled Local Law Number 2 of 2024, a local law authorizing a property tax levy in excess of the limit established in General Municipal Law, Section 3-C. This certification is intended to allow passage of this local law by the Jamestown City Council on or before October 28, 2024, so that public hearing pursuant to Section 20, subsection 5 of the Municipal Home Rule Law may be scheduled for 6:00 p.m. November 4th, 2024, in the 4th floor training room, City Hall, 200 East 3rd Street, Jamestown, New York. Sincerely, Kimberly Eklund, Mayor.
Thank you. And that's it.
That is it.
Okay. At this time, we have opportunities for persons to address the council. If anyone here tonight would like to speak to city council, please go up to one of the two mics, limit your remarks to 5 minutes, and give your name and address. Anyone here would like to address the council this evening?
Scott Axelson, 402 Park Street. I was here most of last winter meetings and early spring, but with my pool business, it's a little hard, but now it's dark, so it's easy to come. I come tonight because, first of all, I want to say the city has been doing a great job, council, the mayor, working on all the budget problems. I understand a lot of problems from the past. I think you should all be acknowledging for trying to get through this process of what happened in the previous administration. So I think a lot of people appreciate that. I come tonight, though, to speak about some things that have happened in the last couple of days to me, both as a resident and also what we're trying to do. Many of you might know that I am involved with the Southern Tier Totally Engaged Americans, which is also known as Tea Party. We have been working against Proposition 1. And so many people do not understand what it is. Our Hispanic community especially does not understand what's going on with it. I'm working with some local, my neighbor who speaks Spanish, he's working tonight on 2nd Street at the Appleyard projects, because he used to live there, and he's handing out some flyers in Spanish that we had from ProtectKidsNewYork.com. If you're not really sure what it's about, here's the text, because New York State has so messed this up. What's on the ballot and what is actually passed by the state legislature and signed by the governor do not correspond if you're trying to read them. Here's the text. No person shall be denied the equal protection of the laws of this state or any subdivision thereof. No person shall, because of race, color, ethnicity, national origin, age, disability, creed, or religion or sex, including sexual orientation, gender identity, gender expression, pregnancy outcomes, and reproductive health care and autonomy. Be subjected to any discrimination in his or her their civil rights by any other person or by any firm, corporation, institution, or by the state or any agency or subdivision of the state pursuant to law. The category of gender identity and gender expression will open the door to men who think they are females to go into women's restrooms where your wives, daughters, and granddaughters may shop, go to sports events, compete in sports championships, take away scholarships from them, and place females vulnerable to males in their locker rooms and showers. It affects kids in high schools, it affects kids adults in colleges and health clubs. It's a lawyer's bonanza because there's a Part B to this which no one reads. It's not on the amendment, and it's not when you vote not to read it. Basically what it allows, nothing in this section shall invalidate or prevent the adoption of any law, regulation, program, or practice that is done to prevent or dismantle discrimination on the basis of characteristic listed in this section. It will in effect allow the state to legally discriminate against any group it wants to. So we cannot discriminate. Organizations, businesses, government, churches cannot discriminate, but the state will have the ability to still discriminate. And that's why we are out there trying to promote vote no on Prop 1, because it was too widely written, and it's going to be in the courts for years. It's going to end up in the Supreme Court. New York State's going to be paying lawyers forever to take it to the federal, because you're going to have all these challenges. Now, the reason I come here tonight is I have been the person making signage, yard signs, working with our groups, publicity in the papers, to educate, because so many people don't know what's going on. I had a sign stolen in my yard last night. This is what all it says. I probably know who stole it, and there's video footage. But when I went to my neighbor today, who I've lived next to for almost 9 years, I knocked on the door, she came out, and I said, "Did you see whose neighbor stole my sign last night?" She said immediately to me, "I can't believe you put that up. I would have stolen it if they hadn't done it." So what I'm saying about this whole issue is, there's no civility among our residents and people, and I'm not promoting a certain person running for an office. We're just promoting what's a problem with this amendment to the Constitution, which will totally destroy many of the protections in New York State. Right now, there's a program in New York called Minority Women Business Achievement. It lets them bid on contracts, and they can come in 10–15% higher than a other company, and they can get that contract because it's allowed under state law. That's going to get thrown away among a lot of other things that are going to be thrown out. My comment to come here tonight is kind of put this on record, because we're working very hard to educate people, but also I've had people come to me to run for city office, county office. Why do I want to do that if we can't have a civil discussion just to say, read what's in the law, because it's so badly worded, so wrongly done, that I got people attacking me because I've written articles with the Post-Journal, with a co-author, stuff in the Gazette today, and we need to change the dynamic. But I've never had a sign stolen until yesterday evening. But I bring this up because it really makes people wonder what...
It's over 5 minutes.
I know, but it makes people wonder why they want to run for office if you can't have civil discussions in this community. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there anyone else who would like to address the council this evening? Seeing none, we'll move on. Is there any presentation of petitions and communications? We'll move on from reports from our standing committees, and we'll start with our Finance Committee, which has 5 resolutions. The first 2 resolutions will be sponsored by Councilman Faulkner.
Thank you, Mr. President. I have a resolution authorizing payment of the regular audit.
Thank you. Are there any questions or comments? Clerk, please poll the council.
Councilmember Sheldon.
Aye.
Paternity.
Aye.
Reynolds.
Yes.
Faulkner.
Aye.
Bonfiglio. Aye. DeVersa.
Aye.
Russell.
Aye.
And President Bowles.
Aye.
Mr. President, I have a resolution authorizing the mayor to sign any documents related to this submission of the New York State Homes and Community Renewal Vacant Rental Improvement Program, and to execute all necessary documents with New York State should the city of Jamestown be successful funding through the NYS HCR V-RIP submission process.
Thank you. Any questions or comments? Clerk, please poll the council.
Councilmember Sheldon.
Aye.
Paternity.
Aye.
Reynolds.
Yes.
Faulkner.
Aye.
Bonfiglio.
Aye.
DeVersa.
Aye.
Russell.
Aye.
And President Bowles.
Aye. Our next three resolutions will be sponsored by the Chairman of the Finance Committee, which is Councilman Sheldon.
Thank you, Mr. President. A resolution authorizing the Jamestown Police Department to enter two purchase agreements totaling $105,061.16 to fund the purchase of two 2025 Dodge Durango pursuit trucks, as well as the equipment necessary to outfit each truck. Just to note, this funding is going to be provided through ARPA.
Thank you. Any questions or comments?
This money's been allocated previous, right?
Correct. Anything else? Clerk, please poll the council.
Councilmember Sheldon.
Aye.
Paternity.
Aye.
Reynolds.
Yes.
Faulkner.
Aye.
Bonfiglio.
Aye.
Diversa.
Aye.
Russell.
Aye.
President Rolls.
Aye.
A resolution authorizing the mayor and police chief to participate in the police traffic services program for the period of 1 year with funding in the amount of $8,556.00 provided by the state of New York.
Thank you. Any questions or comments? Clerk, please poll the council.
Councilmember Sheldon.
Aye.
Paternity.
Aye.
Reynolds.
Yes.
Faulkner.
Aye.
Bonfiglio. Diversa.
Aye.
Russell.
Aye.
And President Rolls.
Aye.
And finally, a resolution authorizing Dan Stone, City Arborist Parks Manager, and Adam Kyle, tree trimmer, to attend the ACRT line clearance certification and trimming trees around power lines training. To be held in Stowe, Ohio from November 4th through the 7th of 2024.
Thank you. Any questions or comments? Clerk, please poll the council.
Councilmember Sheldon.
Aye.
Paternity.
Aye.
Reynolds.
Yes.
Faulkner.
Aye.
Bonfiglio.
Aye.
Diversa.
Aye.
Russell.
Aye.
President Rolls.
Aye. That concludes our resolutions from finance. We'll move on to public safety. This first resolution will be sponsored by Councilman Reynolds.
Thank you, Mr. President. Local law number 2 of 2024, a local law authorizing a property tax levy in excess of the limit established in general municipal law, section 3, sub C.
Thank you. Any questions or comments? Since the mayor has sent a letter of necessity, we can act on this evening, so clerk, please poll the council.
Councilmember Sheldon.
Aye.
Paternity.
Aye.
Reynolds.
Yes.
Faulkner.
Aye.
Bonfiglio.
Aye.
Diversa.
Aye.
Russell.
Begrudgingly, aye.
And President Rolls.
And our next resolution will be sponsored by Councilman Russell.
Thank you, Mr. President. I have a resolution supporting the Lakes Before Turbines Act, H.R. 426, in opposition to turbines in local lakes and marine bodies.
Thank you. Any questions or comments? Clerk, please poll the council.
Councilmember Sheldon.
Aye.
Paternity.
Aye.
Reynolds.
Yes.
Faulkner.
Aye.
Bonfiglio.
Aye.
Diversa.
Aye.
Russell.
Aye.
And President Rolls.
Aye. And our last resolution out of public safety will be sponsored by Councilman Patterdy.
Thank you, Mr. President. I have a resolution authorizing the Board of Public Utilities to install one new 150-watt equivalent LED fixture at the following location: BPU pole 18025 Dexter Street.
Thank you. Any questions or comments? Clerk, please poll the council.
Councilmember Sheldon.
Aye.
Paternity.
Aye.
Reynolds.
Yes.
Faulkner.
Aye.
Bonfiglio.
Aye.
Diversa.
Aye.
Russell.
Aye.
President Rolls.
Aye. That concludes our pre-filed resolutions. Do we have any reports of special committees? Seeing none. Any report of city officers? Seeing none. Report from councilpersons on administrative boards. Anybody have anything? Move on to unfinished business. Do we have any unfinished business? Under new business, we do have 4 resolutions. The first 2 resolutions under new business will be sponsored by Councilman Faulkner.
Thank you, Mr. President. Whereas a proposed draft business plan has been prepared in which JCC would partner with the Jamestown area YMCA to create a shared athletic complex that would include renovating and expanding JCC's existing physical education complex at the Jamestown campus and constructing new adjacent outdoor athletic fields and facilities. Therefore be it resolved that the Jamestown City Council hereby requests the inclusion of the proposed new JCC athletic complex in SUNY's capital request for the upcoming 2025-26 executive budget.
Thank you. Are there any questions or comments?
Yes, Mr. President, I would like to recuse myself because I'm on the board of the Y.
Thank you. I also will be recusing myself as a board member. Will the clerk please poll the council on the recusal for Councilman Bonfiglio and myself?
Councilmember Sheldon,
Aye.
Pederniti,
Aye.
Reynolds,
Yes.
Faulkner,
Aye.
Bonfiglio,
Aye.
DeVersa,
Aye.
Russell,
Aye.
President Hills.
Aye. Clerk, please poll the council on the resolution.
Councilmember Sheldon,
Aye.
Pederniti,
Aye.
Reynolds,
Yes.
Faulkner,
Aye.
DeVersa,
Aye.
Russell.
Aye.
Thank you. That is passed. Next one.
Thank you, Mr. President. Whereas the city of Jamestown supports efforts to increase housing opportunities and to affirmatively further fair housing in the city at all income levels. Whereas the city of Jamestown has entered into grant agreements with the state of New York Community Development Block Grant, Restore via Home and Community Renewal, New York State Housing and Urban Development, U.S. Federal Housing and Urban Development, and other grantors. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the city of Jamestown designates a fair housing officer by title, the Department of Development Deputy Director of Housing Policy and Development, or as designated by the Mayor or Director of Development, to provide fair housing advisory services and assistance and referral advice to persons requesting such assistance using available resources.
Thank you. Are there any questions or comments? Clerk, please poll the council.
Councilmember Sheldon,
Aye.
Pederniti,
Aye.
Reynolds,
Yes.
Faulkner,
Aye.
Bonfiglio,
Aye.
DeVersa,
Aye.
Russell,
Aye.
and President Hills.
Aye. Next two resolutions will be sponsored by Councilman Sheldon.
Thank you, Mr. President. Whereas the YMCA requested to amend the location of the construction of the new YMCA facility, which will be a joint project with Jamestown Community College. And whereas the ratification, excuse me. Now therefore be it resolved that the Jamestown City Council hereby approves the Jamestown Local Development Corporation to amend the grant to the YMCA Incorporated of $200,000 and no cents for the American Rescue Plan Act nonprofit assistance grant.
Thank you. Any questions or comments?
Yes, Mr. President, I'm to recuse myself
Yes.
as
Thank
a
you.
member of the Y Board.
I as well. Would the clerk please poll the council on the recusal for Councilman Bonfiglio and myself?
Councilmember Sheldon,
Aye.
Pederniti,
Aye.
Reynolds,
Yes.
Faulkner,
Aye.
Bonfiglio,
Aye.
DeVersa,
Aye.
Russell,
Aye.
President Hills.
Aye. Clerk, please poll the council on the resolution.
Councilmember Sheldon,
Aye.
Pederniti,
Aye.
Reynolds,
Yes.
Faulkner,
Aye.
DeVersa,
Aye.
and Russell.
Aye.
Thank you. Just a point of clarification, that money had already been allocated. This was just a change in the language due to the change in the site of where it was at. So it's not in addition to what was already passed. Just want to make that clear. Okay, next one.
Thank you, Mr. President. Resolved that the Jamestown City Council hereby approves the Jamestown Local Development Corporation loan to Monroe and Moore LLC in the amount of $150,000 and no cents at 5% rate of interest for a 20-year term, with collateral being a first lien position on machinery and equipment, accounts receivable, and all assets of the company, and a personal guarantee from Dylan Monroe.
Thank you. Are there any questions or comments?
I just wanted to make a comment, thank Mr. Monroe once again for being part of the community and being a mentor through the kids at Jamestown High School and wanting to be a part of the community and more so in staying here and keeping your business here in the city.
Thank you. Any other questions or comments? Clerk, please poll the council.
Councilmember Sheldon,
Aye.
Pederniti,
Aye.
Reynolds,
Yes.
Faulkner,
Aye.
Bonfiglio,
Aye.
DeVersa,
Aye.
Russell,
Aye.
President Hills.
Aye. That concludes our resolutions under new business. Is there any other new business to come before the council? Just a point of clarification too, on the local law. I know that Councilman Russell reluctantly voted for it. Just want to reiterate for the public that this is a procedural move. We've done it in the past. In the event that we do have to go above the 2%, we had to pass that resolution to give us the permission to do that. That's not necessarily saying we are going to do that, but we have to prepare for that. We don't have to use that if we were able to back up the tax increase. This would be a moot point, but in order to procedurally move ahead legally, we had to do that this evening to give us enough time through the next month to work through the budget. And I know that's definitely something we're all doing. We've had budget deliberations the last 2 weeks. Next week we'll be finishing the department deliberations and then, moving on forward, asking more questions, and then as the procedure goes on, by the end of November, passing the budget. So, more to follow. Anything else under new business? Seeing none, meeting adjourned.